Hey everybody, what's going on? You guys doing alright? Okay, I hope you're all doing very well. So today I woke up and decided to make myself a nice big breakfast. I've got some nice crispy bacon, scrambled eggs, chopped up home fries, and some whole wheat toast. Let me show you what it looks like real quick. Alright, looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm starving too, I can't wait. So, I just wanted to let you guys know I've been super busy at work lately. The last 2 weeks especially, I've worked, I think, 16 straight days now, 13, 14 hours a day. Things are just crazy, so I know the videos might be a little slow right now, but don't you worry, I'll be cranking them out soon, okay? So, thought I'd make some breakfast before work today and hang out with you guys, alright? So, you guys sit back, relax, put your feet up, don't worry about a thing, okay? You just hang out with me for a little while. So, hopefully this bacon's nice and crispy. It's probably a little overcooked, but that's alright. I like it like that. So good. Let's try these home fries. Yeah, speaking of work, I have kind of a funny story to share with you guys today. Of course, I got my coffee. Oh, so good. This is my favorite mug my wife bought me for I believe it was my birthday last year. Has all my little sayings on there. I love that mug. So one day I was at work and I got off really late. It was, I don't know what time it was, but it was super early in the morning, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning, something like that. And my truck broke down. It started up just fine, and when I went to drive across the parking lot, it just stopped. It just quit. I couldn't get it started. The battery was fine. It was turning over, but it just wouldn't start. It was like it wasn't getting any gas. And it was the middle of winter too. We just had a big snowstorm, and there was snow and ice all over the parking lot. It was just terrible. So, a guy I work with, his name's Julius. Julius is one of those guys that he'll do anything for you. You know, if you're if you're stuck or you need help or you have a problem or whatever, Julius is the guy to go to, because he's one of those guys who'll help you out no matter what. So he comes walking by and he says, what's going on? And I said, my truck's broke. I don't know. It just won't start. And everybody's first question always is, you got gas in it. And I had gas. I had like a quarter of a tank in there, so I knew I wasn't out of gas or even low. So he's like, well, try and start it. So I tried to start it, and sure enough, it wouldn't start. He says, oh, that's your fuel pump. Your fuel pump stuck. So he crawls down underneath my truck and in the snow and ice and starts beating on the gas tank, and he's like, try it now. So I tried it, and sure enough, it started right up. Amazing. That bacon is so good. So my truck started up fine, and I went to take off, and I got about 10, 15 feet across the parking lot, and it stalled out again. I'm like, oh, man. And Julius is like, wow, this thing must be really stuck. So he gets back down on the snow and ice and starts beating on the gas tank again, and it starts right up. And same thing, I drive about 10 feet, and it stalls right back out. And I'm like, man, this is ridiculous, I'm like, I'm just going to call a tow truck, and he's like, no, we'll get it this time. So I'm like, all right, fine, but if it doesn't, if it doesn't, make it at least down to the gas station, there's a gas station right down on the corner. If it doesn't make it down to the gas station, I'm just going to call a tow truck, because once I left the parking lot and I got onto the main road, that was it. I had to just keep going or just pull off to the side and call a tow truck. So we got it started, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go. So I stepped on it and drove down to the gas station, and it seemed to be running just fine when I got to the gas station, and I wanted to fill it up with gas just to make sure, there was plenty of gas in there. So I was so excited that I got my truck started. I left it running just in case I wasn't going to shut it off, and I ran into the gas station and paid for my gas and came out and filled my truck up with gas. And I go to get back in the truck. The door's locked. I locked my keys inside the truck. Can you believe it? So here I am. It's who knows what time it is. It's like 2 or 3 in the 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So I'm at the gas station all by myself, and so I called Julius. I'm like, you're not gonna believe this, dude, but I'm at the gas station, and my truck's running fine, but I locked my keys inside the car. He's like, oh, that's no problem. Well, I'll be right there. So, and then a couple other guys from work pulled into the parking lot. So there's like, 5 or 6 of us all in the parking lot. And the only thing I had in the back of my truck was a bungee cord for, strapping my ladders down, and piece of rope, really thin rope. So Julius is like, no problem, we'll get this, we'll get your keys here in a second. So he takes the little hook off the bungee cord and ties it onto the rope. And we're like prying the window out. And he's trying to, it was very comical, trust me. He's trying to, push the string down in there and get the hook to latch onto the door. Now, it was taking us forever. And now a couple more guys from work stopped by. So there's like 5 cars in my truck and all these guys surrounding my truck. And sure enough, the police pulled in with their sirens on. They're like, I guess they thought we were trying to, steal the truck or whatever. And he's like, what's going on, you guys? And I'm like, well, I locked my keys inside the truck, and we work right down the road, and these guys were just trying to help me get my keys. That's all. So. He's like, let me see your license, and if everything checks out, I'll get your keys for you. So he took my license, and, of course, everything was okay. So he took his little Slim Jim, and he had my truck open in like 10 seconds, and we were down there for like an hour trying to get in. So I was so aggravated, I was ready to just smash a window just so I could get home. But, yeah, I thought that was a funny story you guys might enjoy. Set this right here so you guys can see it. I knew my food was missing something. Good old salt and pepper. I love salt and pepper on the hash browns. I know you guys always say you love these little packet sounds. Maybe one day I'll do a whole video of just that. Get this to come out of here. There we go. Sorry, you guys, probably a little more talking than eating in this one, but you guys are always asking for more stories, so I enjoy telling them too. Yeah, I'm glad a holiday's coming up so I can get a day off. I have a little time off this weekend, with Good Friday and Easter, so really looking forward to it. That's okay though, when you work a lot like that, it makes your days off even more enjoyable, I think. Yeah, I've met a lot of guys like Julius in my life who are just good, honest, humble guys. It's sad, but there's not too many people like that in the world anymore. I don't think so. I don't. I don't see Julius anymore. He doesn't work there at my factory. Um, but I always text him, around the holidays and every now and then just to make sure he's doing okay and his family's doing good. So, if you guys are wondering, the fuel pump was bad in my truck. I got it replaced, and I had to replace a lot of things on that truck. But towards the end, I think most of you guys know I bought a new car last year. I got a new Subaru Outback. I tried to keep my truck. They weren't going to give me that much for a trade-in, and I'm thinking, well, I might as well just keep it then. A truck's always nice to have, so useful, but it had so many problems. Eventually I ended up taking it to the junkyard. think I'm ready for the day after that. That was delicious. All right, I think that's about it for today. As always, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really enjoyed it. Okay, thanks for all of your awesome comments. It's truly a bright spot on my day. I respond to as many of them as I can. It's just it's a little difficult now because I get so many of them, but I do the best that I can. So keep them coming. I really enjoy them. Okay. Thanks for subscribing. I'm real close to 23,000. That's just amazing. So thank you very much. Okay. All right. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.